Plato and Socrates, they're interesting characters, aren't they? Socrates never wrote anything down. Plato was Socrates' student. He wrote everything down. Socrates didn't want to write anything down because he thought that it would hurt his memory. So he tried to memorize everything. He was basically killed for being annoying. You know, they put him on trial for, ostensibly for speaking badly about the gods. But what Socrates really did was he just went all around Greece asking men who purported to be really smart questions that they were supposed to be smart about, and then further questions, until those people kind of admitted that they didn't know what they were talking about. They called him a gadfly, like a gnat, somebody that just bites things. And it was very funny, because what happened was somebody went to the oracle at Delphi, and I love these oracles. You know, they never give you a straight answer. They're just messing with you all the time. If you attack Persia, a great empire will fall. So you attack Persia, and then it turns out that it's your great empire that falls. Whoops. But anyway, somebody went to the oracle at Delphi and said, who's the wisest man in the world? And the oracle said, Socrates. So then whoever that was went to go find Socrates, and they found Socrates. And they told him this, and Socrates said, me? I don't know anything. This oracle's got to be wrong. So then he went all around Greece trying to talk to smart people to prove that there were people smarter than him. But nobody could explain anything. Till finally he concluded that he was the only one who knew they didn't know anything. And that's what made him the wisest man in all of Greece. Which is kind of funny. But he annoyed a bunch of people in the process. So they put him on trial. And the thing about ancient Greece, when you went to trial, they would say, what do you were allowed to suggest a punishment. So he suggested, well, geez, for this crime of talking to all these people and proving that they don't know anything, that's apparently against the law, I think my punishment should be free room and board in a public place for the rest of my life, so that everybody can come and learn from me about how other people don't know anything. And the prosecution suggested death, and they went with death by drinking hemlock. Just because he was kind of annoying, suggest your own punishment. He could have suggested, 2 lashes, whatever. But, he was old. So then he's in the jail cell for like a month or something. And all of his friends are like, dude, we can get you out of here. We're like politically connected to everybody. You got a wife and kids. The door is open. You can just walk out. I got a ship waiting for you down in the harbor. The guards are actively looking the other way. Being Socrates, he instead gave a meditation, a dialogue, a treatise, if you will, on the laws and why they must be followed, even if they are sometimes bad. I took a philosophy of law class, and we contrasted that, the laws by Plato, with a letter from Birmingham jail by Martin Luther King, who said that an unjust law is not a law. And in fact, you have an obligation to disobey it. Almost the exact opposite of what Socrates said. I guess look at the different outcomes there. Socrates then drank hemlock and killed himself and left his wife and family rather dependent on the goodwill of everyone else. And Martin Luther King went on to be a leader of civil rights. And then he was assassinated. So I don't know. I guess you got to read both and find what your conclusion is there. Anyway, I'm approaching Lift Bridge. I don't remember what the point of what I was talking about was, but maybe I'll make a segment that's just called Platonic Philosophy or Ancient Greek History from a Raft with Dallas Trombley. Bye.